Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world, and He calls Jesus Christ. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule the world through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in the Spirit to endure. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect scattered the four corners of the earth, teaching His word in and out congregations. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put on their spirit to endure. Shalom to the wives and the single sisters. Lord willing, you continue to be believers in His word. The Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. This is just a quick lesson, Lord willing, part one, and then part two and three, if we can finish the whole chapter. But I just wanted to get into again. This is again because I already did this before. But we're gonna read Second Maccabees chapter 7 in the GMT. Right? We have to always have it on our mind, especially when prophecies, the disasters, and destruction, especially the Karagma come. You have to be willing to be ready to lay yourself down for Yahweh Shem Shai. And it could be like Stephen taking them stones right to the mother sucking face, or getting beheaded, or being like these seven young men, dying for Yahweh Shem Shai. And a lot of us let it go past us, and you don't think that that moment's gonna happen. A lot of us say it is gonna happen. What the hell is you doing? You should be getting your faith and your spirit right. We wouldn't. Women are not gonna be thinking about no damn blonde hair and all that other stuff. Men ain't thinking about weed or blunt, shit that's not going to help them prepare for that moment if they were serious about it. The Lord willing, this is edifying and straight to the point, right? So I'm not going to read a lot because, of course, I have to go um, back to work. So this is just a short reading and commentary on the side. So, um, Lord willing, we can let's actually just read 1 to 7, right? The title: The mother and her sons died for their faith. On another occasion, a Jewish mother and her 7 sons were arrested. The king was having them beaten to force them to eat pork, right? Why pork, right? The nations want to pick the worst abomination out of all, right? It said, verse 2, then one of the young men said, what do you hope to gain by doing this? We would rather die than abandon the tradition of our ancestors. They telling these heathens, right? These Edomites, asking them a question. What do you gain? Man, we just rather die than to abandon our day. What the heck you keep asking, and you gonna torture us like we gonna change? And it's just like this is a war tactic, right? You don't think Esau ain't gonna do that now? This is a war tactic. It says this made the king so furious that he gave orders for huge pans and kettles to be heated red hot, and it was done immediately. Then he told his men to cut off the tongue of the one who has spoken, and to scalp him and chop off his hands and his feet, while his mother and his 6 brothers looked on. Right? I believe the same way I'm reading this is the same people that came to America butt breaking men. These is young little boys. The details, let alone they will put anybody to death that circumcised they son or was calling themselves a Jew. We got to figure out what kind of wicked witch is this, right? Verse 5. After the young man had been reduced to a helpless mass of breathing flesh, the king gave orders for him to be carried over and thrown into one of the pans. As a cloud of smoke streams up from the pan, the brothers and their mother encourage one another to die bravely. Imagine, like, do you think you can go the distance? Man, take it. We got this. Can you really imagine, right, encouraging your family to take the death? Your kids, we not seeing in the scriptures these kids is crying. You can't encourage somebody if you crying. This is a fact. Go look at your little babies. They not they your mom. Some of us men, your boy, your son. This is a fact. Real value. I'm gonna read two more verses. The first set, you should really hold on to those verses. And then we're gonna get back to it, right? Lord willing. Verse 6 and verse 7. It says, Yahweh Shemashai, God is looking on and understands our suffering. Moses made this clear when he wrote a song condemning those who had abandoned Yahweh Shemashai. He said, Yahweh Shemashai will have mercy on those who serve him. Serving him, what did he say? Strive for the truth until death. That's how you serve the Lord. You go, you endure until the end. Just like I just said, giving double honor to the elders and the hopeful elect that they endure in this thing, Lord willing. Anybody that obeys Yahweh Shemashai can never be trusted. Whoever obeys the Lord is not family, right? We all say we're gonna take time because it is hard to change from worldly to do this. But when you serious, you really serve the Lord. Every day we taken away from doing the work of the Lord and coming back to Him, we are abandoning Him and forsaking Him. And guess what? We choose drugs, sex, life, fun, enjoyment before Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is towards me, my household, the nation, the brothers I labor with. Anybody that's not serious, and the ones that is serious, we gotta keep our foot on that gas, keep our foot on their necks, teaching this word, believing in this word, hearing this word, fasting for this word, which I need to do. Yo, man, we need more faith, man. We need more faith. We need that strength. Verse 7, it says, After the first brother had died in this way, the soldiers started amusing themselves with the second one by tearing the hair in the skin of his head. Then they asked him, Now will you eat this pork? And do and, or do you want us to chop off your hands and feet one by one? I gotta mark this because of course we're gonna continue. But do you see that these people were amused to do this? Right? They were tearing the hair and skin from the head. You know what that reminded me of? Hostel and freaking Saw. And guess who's the ones doing it in that movie, doing these traps and doing the peeling of the skin? Test tube monkey Edomites, the other nations. Man, you got to open up your eyes and know who your adversaries is. Open up your eyes and see and examine yourself. Do you really think you can go the distance for Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Right? Let me get this verse and I'm leaving. I'm honestly leaving. Let's just get one precept outside of everything I brought up. It said, Examine yourself. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves. How that Yahushua and Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobate. Examine yourself. And you want to know how this video was inspired, not expired, inspired, was me having a conversation with somebody that could be a babe, and it's an OG. Yo, and he right there. Look how this spirit worked, man. And, this is inspired by an OG asking a question, and look where it go. We go to a reading session through work, right? Always keep your eyes open, seeing and examine yourself if you in the faith. Man, all praise to you. How about you know, Shai, Lord, willing, pray for me. I'm gonna pray for you, but pray definitely that we can do a part two. With that, Shalom, Israel.